Hello viewers, I am again with the second part of the video that I have started already, and the first part has been uploaded. Today I am going to upload the second part of that text of last lesson by Alfonso Daudet. Okay, so we will start from here. So I think you are ready. I am studying. So in the previous section we have seen that Mr. M. Hamel was about to deliver his last lesson for the students, for the class, and after that what is happening, that the little child, namely the name is Mr. Little Franz, Master Franz, reached the school ultimately, and what happened, that everybody was inside the class, and he was the latecomer of the day, and we will start from here. Okay. While I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. So this is the day has already, the class has already started, and while I was thinking all this, everything he was thinking all those things. He was actually, the child Franz was lost in his thought, and now his turn has arrived. It was my turn to recite. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle, although very loud and clear and without one mistake, but I got mixed up on the first words and stood there. So the child was not prepared with the lesson, so he can't manage, he can't answer what the teacher asked. So he was standing there, holding on to my desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. Actually, he was so scared of, actually. He expected that Mr. M. Hamel will scold him because he has not prepared the lesson. Which lesson? Participle. Mr. M. Hamel asked them to prepare the lesson participle. And obviously the child Franz was not ready with the lesson. I heard M. Hamel say to me, I won't scold you, little Franz. You must feel bad enough. See how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, Wah, I have plenty of time. I will learn it tomorrow. So this is the very crucial line. Actually we are postponing the things. जो हम लोग कहते हैं ना, जो आज का काम है अभी करो. हाँ, so यही almost this philosophy has been engraved in this line, and he said that we must not postpone our task. Otherwise, Hamlet का क्या हुआ था आप लोगों को शायद पता होगा. Hamlet क्या करते थे, वो काल करेंगे या procrastination कहते हैं, delay in action. And now you see where we have come out. That's the great trouble with Alsace. She puts off learning till tomorrow. तो क्या करते हैं हम लोग, कभी कभी काम को पेंडिंग रख देते हैं, बाद में करेंगे, पुट्स ऑफ कर देते हैं, पोस्टपोन कर देते हैं. दिस इज द ग्रेट ट्रबल. इस लाइन से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. दैट्स द ग्रेट ट्रबल विथ Alsace. She puts off learning till tomorrow. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say, those fellow means the German or the Prussians, they will have the right to say you how it is. You pretended to be Frenchmen, and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language. Actually, what is language? Language, obviously it is an identity also, identity of a community, identity. It is your own identity. जैसे हम लोगों का एक पहचान होता है, एक लैंग्वेज, जिस लैंग्वेज को मतलब आप किस कम्युनिटी से बिलोंग करते हो, किस कंट्री से बिलोंग करते हो, इसमें इसके अंदर एक इमोशन जुड़ा हुआ रहता है, इसके अंदर एक पैशन रहता है. Okay, so actually after the battle how they are imposing the language upon the Frenchmen, यही ये टेक्स्ट का सबसे अहम और इम्पोर्टेंट मुद्दा है. ठीक है, हाउ द कॉन्करर forcefully imposing their own language upon the I mean, what I will say, the country which lost the battle, how they are colonizing the country, not only in terms of their land or in the physically, not only they are conquering or colonizing, rather mentally somehow they are forcing you, imposing the language also. Okay, so this text could be read under the light of post colonial literature also. Okay, ये थोड़ा थ्योरी का बात मैंने कर दिया, लेकिन हाँ पोस्ट कॉलोनियल यहाँ पे एक मुद्दा तो है, उसी के लाइट में एक्चुअली यही ये टेक्स्ट का मेन मुद्दा है. अंडरस्टूड? सो लेट्स प्रोसीड. बट यू आर नॉट द worst, poor little France. We have all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. So this is not with you only, rather this is the case with all. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They preferred to put you to work on a farm or at the mills so as to have a little more money. Actually, what is happening? Earlier, parents were not that much conscious about the education of their words. Understood? Right now, parents are very cautious, very careful about the education of their words, about their children. Okay, but earlier what is happening, they force the children, or somehow they used to encourage the children of their family to work for the family in a farm or in a mill, so that some new coin, some little more money can come into the family, and gradually it will boost the family economy of the family. And so this is not only, the teacher is not only blaming the little child, little Franz, not only he is asking, not only he is just shifting the responsibility in Franz's parents. Actually, Diden culture was, Diden parents used to send their children. So he is not only, he is blaming none, rather somehow he is taking the blame in his own shoulder also. How? And I have been to blame also. So the teacher is not only he is not blameless also. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lesson? So teacher भी एक खुद के जो बच्चे को कभी कभी बोलते हैं कि मेरे प्लांट्स में, मेरे फ्लावर में आप वाटर डालते रहो. सो somehow the teacher feels that, Mr. M. Hamel feels that he was also responsible. Not only this is, they are not learning the grammar, they are not learning the literature, they are not learning the language. Actually ये जो जिम्मेदारी, ये जो गलतियां है, ये किसी एक का नहीं है, सबका है. इवन द टीचर इज he is scrutinizing. Okay, he is just estimating, he is just pondering over his own deed also, that he is also responsible somehow. And when I wanted to go fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? तो टीचर कभी कभी मछली पकड़ने चले जाते, तो तब का स्कूल में क्या रहता है, आज नहीं क्लास होगा, आज छुट्टी है, स्कूल चले जाओ. Then from one thing to another, ऐसे एक चीजों से और एक चीज. M. Hamel went on to talk of the French language, saying it was the most beautiful. ये लाइन कभी कभी क्वेश्चन से भी क्वेश्चन किया जाता है, इस लाइन से मैंने हाईलाइट कर दिया, आप देख सकते हैं. It was the most beautiful language in the world. So French language is the most beautiful language of the world, the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget it. We must guard it, we must preserve the language, we must not forget that language, because when a people are enslaved, when people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their own prison. ये लाइन से कभी कभी एक्सप्लेनेशन आता है, ये लाइन बहुत ही पर्टिनेंट है। क्या है ना कि लैंग्वेज जब तब तक आपको कोई गुलाम नहीं बना सकते हैं। कब तक नहीं बना सकते हैं? कि जब तक आपके पास लैंग्वेज है। गुलाम मतलब नॉट ओनली फिजिकली गुलाम बनाने की बात किया जा रहा है, इससे मेटाफोरिकल गुलाम की बात किया जा रहा है। एंस्लेव्ड एज लॉन्ग एज दे होल्ड फर्स्ट टू देयर लैंग्वेज, जब तक आपके पास आपका लैंग्वेज है, लैंग्वेज मीन्स योर एक्सप्रेशन, द वे यू आर एक्सप्रेसिंग योर सेल्फ, तब तक आपकी क्या है, दे होल्ड फास्ट टू देयर लैंग्वेज। इट इज, ये एक ऐसा चीज है एज इफ दे हैड द की टू देयर ओन प्रिजन। जैसे प्रिजन में आपको डाला जाएगा और उसके अंदर जो कीज है वो आपके हाथ में अगर रहेगा तो क्या होगा, वो प्रिजन है ही नहीं, घर की तरह बन जाएगा। सो एक्चुअली लैंग्वेज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ, एक्सप्रेस योर इमोशन, एक्सप्रेस योर थॉट, आइडियाज, इमोशंस। Understood? It is very crucial. It is your own identity in a word. In a nutshell, it is your own identity. Then he opened a grammar and read out our lesson. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. So this is the first day when little Franz understood the lesson properly. कभी कभी क्या करते हैं हम लोग, उतना अटेंशन देते ही नहीं जब टीचर पढ़ाते हैं, लेकिन जब आपको पता चलेगा दिस इज द लास्ट क्लास, now no longer the teacher will be there to teach that particular subject, you what think about your you will just consciously you will just raise your concentration level, and perhaps the teacher was in a mood to give his 100% on that day. So the little friend accepted that I understood the lesson. Earlier he thought that this grammar, this French language was so difficult and boring to him. But this is the first time he understood the lesson properly. All he said seemed so easy, so easy. I think too that I had never listened so carefully. Now little Franz thought that I have not, he is admitting the fact that he had not listened the lessons that Mr. M. Hamel taught them carefully, and that he had never explained everything with so much patience. Now this is the very key thing of a teacher. Patience रहना चाहिए। बच्चे थोड़ा बहुत शरारती होता है, थोड़ा थोड़ा बदमाशी तो करता होगा क्लास में, लेकिन कभी कभी टीचर भी पेशेंस छोड़ देते हैं और स्टूडेंट भी अटेंटिव नहीं रहता है। इसी के कारण क्या होता है, समटाइम्स वी आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द लैंग्वेज और एनी क्लास प्रॉपरली। It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away. ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये जो टीचर है जाने से पहले, ये जो poor man mean Mr. Hamel, he wanted to give his 100% before he is going away, and to put it into our head at one stroke. पूरा एक ही बार में जितना उनके पास नॉलेज है पूरा उनको ट्रांसमिट करना चाहते हैं, ऐसा लगा उन लोगों को। After the grammar, we had a lesson in writing. The day M. Hamel had new copies for us. So Mr. M. Hamel brought some copies for the students, and written in a beautiful round hand. In a round hand, he wrote, "France Alsace, France Alsace." Okay, actually Alsace, France is the country, and Alsace is that particular district. So this shows the deep attachment of the teacher about their emotional corner. This shows France Alsace, he wrote. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the classroom, hung from the rod at the top of our desk. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. It was so calm, so quiet. Everybody was so attentive. Nobody is making any kind of sound. The only sound was the scratching of the pens over the paper. So everybody is busy with writing. They were writing something. Once some beetles flew in. ये तो क्लास में कभी कभी हो जाता है, एक पंछी या कोई तितली या कोई beetle is entered inside the class and everybody is looking at that. This is a common phenomenon with the little child. I think you can correlate with this thing. But nobody paid the attention. This is the first day when nobody paid attention to them. Not even the slightest one. Even the littlest one. जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे वो लोग भी नहीं. who worked right on the trussing their fish hooks, as if that was French too. On the roof, the pigeon cooked very low. So on the top of the roof, French is a very sensitive child. Okay, so what is happening inside the class, he minutely observed everything. Okay, how the beetle is making sound, how the pigeons are cooing on the top of the roof. Okay, and I thought to myself, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? ये लाइन से भी कभी कभी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. Actually, pigeons are the birds. They have their own language. Okay, cooing is their own language. Similarly, the French people have their own language. And what is language? Language, as I told you earlier, language is the own identity. If someone is snatching that identity or that language, you are nothing, you are zero. And existentialism crisis, or what I will say, identity crisis will be there. So little Franz thought, even they are forcing the Frenchmen. So will they force the pigeon also to coo in German? Are you getting? I hope you got it. If you are having any difficulty regarding understanding all these things, comment. Okay, comment me, put your comment in the comment section, so that you can share your own views also. Okay, and if necessary, then definitely I will make another video to explain all this highlighted area. Okay, whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazed first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix his mind just how everything looked in that little classroom. Fancy. For 40 years he had been there in the same place, with his garden outside the window and his class in front of him. Actually, the person passed his 40 years in that same classroom, same school, same setting, and tomorrow onwards he has to leave that place. So this is shocking for the teacher, as well as for the students, as well as for the persons who are deeply attached with that institution, with that language. Okay, so one vacuum will be there after the departure of Mr. M. Hamel. Only the desk and bench had been worn smooth, and walnut in the garden were taller. So nothing changed since 40 years. Nothing changed except the desks and benches had been worn smooth. बैठ के क्या हो जाता है, बेंच डेस्क जो थोड़ा रफ रहता है पहले, बहुत दिन यूज करने के बाद वो क्या हो जाता है, स्मूथ हो जाता है. और एक बदलाव आया है. क्या बदलाव आया है? द वॉलनट ट्री इन द गार्डन वर टॉलर. ये थोड़ा सा लंबा हो गया. एंड द hopvines. What is hopvines? Hopvines is nothing but it's a one kind of plants. Okay, hopvine is nothing. Here I have written hopvine is nothing. A hop plant. It's a one kind of creeper. जैसे अंगूर का होता है, ऐसे ही कुछ क्रीपर्स है. that he had planted himself twined about the windows to the roof. उसको बांध के ऊपर में चढ़ाना पड़ता है. जो उन्होंने पेड़ लगाए थे वो थोड़ा सा क्या हो गया था, बड़ा हुआ था. how it must have broken his heart to leave it all. Now it is a very cruel thing to leave all the setting that he had created in his last 40 years. Poor man, to hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing their trunks. So the Mr. M. Hamel's sister was there, who was just packing the things in a trunk. So some metal noise is coming inside the class also. And I told you earlier, Franz is a very sensitive child. Okay, so nothing escaped him. For they must leave the country the next day. So next day, Mr. M. Hamel and his sister have to leave that country, because tomorrow onward there will be no French classes. So it is useless to stay there. But he had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last. after the writing we had a lesson in history. So after that writing session, history lesson was there, and the baby chant is there, ba be bai bo boo, like this babies were chanting. Down there at the back of the room, old Hauser had put on his spectacles and holding his primer. Primer, I told you earlier, primer is nothing but it is an elementary grammar book, in his hand, and spelled the letters with them. He could see that he was too crying. His voice trembled with emotion. It was so funny to hear him that we all wanted to laugh and cry. Ah, how well I remember it, the last lesson. So after that, what is happening? Old Hauser, he was also attending the class, and he was also very he became also emotional. He was crying also. All at once the church clock struck 12. So it was 12 o'clock. The question may be there, that what was the time? Maybe. Then the Angelus. What is Angelus? Angelus is it is actually Angelus is it is a devotion of the Western Church. In Western country में क्या होता है? Devotion होता है that commemorates the incarnation and said in the morning, at noon and in the evening. So ये एक टाइप का प्रेयर है, एंड इसमें एक चीज नोटिस करना है, प्रीपोजिशन का यूज. देखिए जितना भी इन द मॉर्निंग, मॉर्निंग में होता है इन, नून में होता है एट, एंड इवनिंग में. तो मैंने कभी कभी मेरे स्टूडेंट को पहले बोल भी चुका हूँ कि देखिए ऐसे कभी कभी प्रीपोजिशन, एप्रोप्रिएट प्रीपोजिशन में डे नाइट में एट ही होगा. इवनिंग मॉर्निंग ये स्पेलिंग थोड़ा लंबा सा है, इसमें इन लगा देंगे तो मैक्सिमम जगह पे करेक्ट होता है. ऐसे कोई रूल नहीं है ये, दिस इज नॉट एट ऑल ए रूल एट ऑल, रदर इट विल सिंप्लीफाई टू जस्ट यूज द प्रीपोजिशन करेक्टली. जो स्पेलिंग जो आफ्टरनून है उसमें इन लगेगा, नून जो है छोटा स्पेलिंग है. So this is a simplified version of me generalizing, but this is not at all a grammatical rule. I am telling you again and again. At day में at होगा, night में at होगा, noon में at होगा, evening spelling लंबा है in होगा, morning लंबा है in होगा, afternoon in होगा. Okay, so at the same moment, the trumpet of the Prussians. Trumpet is a one sort of musical instrument. It will produce one sort of sound. They were marching, so sound was there. Returning from the drill, so drill march, routine march was there. Sounding under our windows. M. Hamel stood up, very pale in his chair. I saw him look so tall. So the person was the child is observing everything. Who is that speaker? And the narrative technique is first person narrative technique. I told you in the very beginning of the first video. And this first person narrative technique, the writer has followed throughout the text. So we are seeing everything in the eyes of through the eyes of little Franz. My French, he said. But something choked him. Actually, he was about to sob or he was about to cry. So words are not coming spontaneously. He was halting. He was about to cry actually. He could not go on. Then he turned to the blackboard, took a piece of chalk and bearing on with all his might, he wrote as large as he could. On the board he wrote one thing: Vive la France. Vive la France, it is a patriotic, it is a expression to show your patriotism. Its meaning is long live France. So कभी sometimes questions are coming that what is the English renderance of Vive la France? It means long live France. Then he stopped and leaned his head against the wall, and without a word he made a gesture to us with his hand. School is dismissed, you may go. So words are not coming, rather he just with a sign, with a gesture, he made a certain gesture and he said that the school is dismissed, you may go. Okay, listeners, you may go also. This is the end of the text. I'm thinking that in the next video I will make another video on the topic, that is a poetry section, my mother at 66, in my next video. If you are liking the video, if you are enjoying the reading session with me, definitely you just put your comment on the comment section, okay, and encourage me so that I will prepare another video for you and I will post it for you. Okay, like, subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you, and encourage me by this way. Thank you. Have a good day.